Sorry, you guys. I wanted to fix my lighting. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, okay. This. My eyelashes are uneven. You know what? We're just going to have to live this life. This is the life we're living, guys. Okay, let's fix this. Good morning, you guys. How is everyone? Live chat, pop out chat, move chat over here. I don't have a headache. Oh, I have a headache. Hi, you guys. Hi, good morning, baby. Hi. Yeah, I can see that for you. Hold on one second. No. Sorry. Hold on, you guys. Baby, it's not a problem. I love you. Good morning. Sorry, she was in pajamas, so I just wanted to not risk it. Okay. Oh, it's on top chat again. Hates me. It hates me. Okay. Done and done. We're fixed. We're ready. We're set. We're ready, set, going. I hit that. It's fine. Morning, idiots. Everybody's dorkies. I hustled to. I have water on my nightstand. Hold on. Let's hydrate and get rid of this headache. I have water. Ow. Oh my God, what happened here? Okay, there. Ugh. Okay. Let's see if this is going to be how we actually start. Do I have my poop together 3 minutes into the stream? No. But I've had a decent amount of coffee already, so you made it, Brandy. Good morning, you guys. Good morning, my loves. It's fine. My hair looks great today. Okay, so I used the new shampoo. It smells fine. It smells fine. It's not nearly what it was yesterday. But since I washed my hair twice, I have like an incredibly sensitive scalp. It came from when I had lice 7 years ago, I think. So it was when my daughters attended kindergarten, and in Oregon, they don't have to tell you if any other kid in the class has lice. They don't tell anyone. It's because, like, it's medical information or they don't wanna shame, but, like, I'm like, "You don't have to say, 'This kid has lice.' Say, 'There's lice in the classroom.' That's all I want you to say." And so we had no idea that there was exposure to lice, and then one day I woke up from a nap, and Kesha had been sleeping on my head, and there was a bug in her fur, and I was like, "Oh, Kesha has fleas." And so I went out and I bought a bunch of flea stuff, and my head was a little bit itchy. And then I think my mother-in-law looked at one of the twins' hairs and was like, "Oh no, there's a bug in Sonia's hair," or Sammy. I don't know. I'm still so sneezy. So sneezy. Yeah, Leroy wasn't even close being born. Not even close to being born. Leroy was Not even a I don't even think his parents were born. Did I not cover it, Lexi? You guys, did I leave my mic on and you guys heard all my sneezing and now the perverts are gonna, like, have a good day? Anyway. Oh, okay, thank you, Lexi. Um, thank God. Um, oh, it's still gonna happen though. I took a lot. Okay, so, it's gonna be a very muty stream. It's gonna be me muting nonstop for, such various purposes. Okay, so, then we saw that, and then I was like, "Oh, what if?" And then so I went and looked back. It's gluten. I did not eat keto at all, and oh, just one second, my loves. Okay, and I was like, "Oh, no," and I looked through her hair, and it was, like, filled with full-grown lice, and so I looked through the other twin's hair, and I really can't marry. I feel so bad that I blamed beauty for so long. So then I looked at the other twin's hair, so many lice. I panicked. I went and got all of the stuff and I got this electric comb thing that as you comb it through your hair, it zaps them dead. And I was just like, I had them in the bath. I was getting ready to do it. And then I was like, bing, 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 bing. I had a full infestation of lice too. And like my hair had been a little bit itchy, but like I hadn't really thought about it. So then we had like it was incredibly either we kept getting reinfested or we had, like, the super lice that just simply wouldn't die, and so I treated their hair like crazy, and I treated my hair like crazy. You would think, Rebecca, but they don't tell anyone, and by the way, there's no exclusion from school. You don't get sent home until it's taken care of, um, and so we had lice for months. We had it for months. I was constantly trying to treat. I was washing everything. We did ridiculous amounts of lice treatments. Like it was impossible to get rid of. We just kept getting it. And then finally one day I sat them down. It was very hard, but I had them like fixed to their iPad and I threatened them, I think. I was like, "I will murder you." And oh, sorry. And, I took a hot iron, like a hair straightener, and bit by bit, I did it, and 'cause, I was zapping the eggs as well, 'cause heat kills it, and so I did that meticulously. It took so long, and that is what finally got rid of the lice and killed them. It was crazy. Why am I telling you that story? Oh, boo. After all of those treatments with all those chemicals, I have, like, a crazy sensitive scalp that, especially Head& and Shoulders, will give me, like, hives in my scalp. So, because my scalp is sensitive, I didn't wash my hair today. I just threw in a little bit of dry shampoo, and then I flat ironed it, also to get rid of the lice. I've been to an allergist. I know what I'm allergic to. Sorry for the spills, but it's definitely diet and perimenopause related. So, but it's not allergy It's not really an allergen, you guys. I do believe it's a histamine reaction from perimenopause and food I'm consuming. If I go to a keto slash it's us, it is you, Holly, carnivore diet, I don't sneeze. I don't. So I know it's something I'm consuming, probably an extra histamine response to perimenopause. But I'm not thriving. That's for fun. You almost got me to say the F word. So, stop consuming food. I might could. Well, like, I might do, like, a 7-day fast. I feel like that would be good for me emotionally, spiritually. Um, can I take a shot? But, for eating though, Rebecca, like, I don't know what I could take. At all the allergy pills I took an allergy pill this morning. The allergy pills don't really interact with my allergies. I just need to stop eating crap. It's awful, Tanis, and in your late 30s is when you should start. Let's 7-day fast? I think I'm going to. I don't know if I it's so mentally overwhelming for me. I've only done 4 days, but I feel like, 4 days no, I know what you mean, Rebecca. I might be allergic to tidy as I go. I really genuinely feel like it. Although my room is clean, I have 1 stray sock that's just over there for some reason. Morgan, I wanna do if you do 4, do 7. If you do 4, do 7. Yeah, the hour fast, like 24 hours is easy peasy, right? 36 is not terrible. It's the mental hurdle of 7. Tanis, if you're on IVF, I'm sure you're getting all sorts of exterior hormones coming in. So that's yeah, that's probably absolutely doing it. Um, you found a pair of socks and laughed. I don't have pairs. I have solos that are just everywhere. You will die on a 7-day fast. No, not even close, babe. Um, how do you combat low blood sugar when fasting? Rebecca, your blood sugar stabilizes perfectly. Like it just does fine. Well, mine would. I if you're a diabetic or if you're taking like metformin or insulin, that's risky. I have really stable blood sugars. Cuz my A1C is 4.9. So my blood sugars are just happy. And so all you have to do is drink water. And I do like salts. It makes me feel better. Um you had to, before your surgery you had to do shakes and that's it for 2 weeks and you felt amazing. I mean, yeah. So I did it for Iowa. I am mad at you and I did block you 12 times. I'm just like block and then I unblock and then I block again and I do it like 37 times. Um Iowa, did you post a link? Because if you posted a link or if you use like the C word or really any of the really bad words, it'll get refused. Or if you're like trying to pitch crypto to me. Yeah, fasting is awesome. I just need to when you post a swear, it doesn't post. I have swears blocked. Um, I have swears blocked. I thought I had crypto blocked, and I have to block like a name from an author. I'm getting a lot of people in who are trying to pitch. I don't know. Maybe it's a cult, and like I don't want a competing cult in here. Or eggplant emoji. You can't eggplant emoji. Um, but like all of a sudden, I'll look and it's like girl, I thought I was unmotivated until I read this one book. I can't remember what the book's called. And I was like, oh, that's super interesting. And then I got like 12 in a row. And it was basically the exact same thing. I was like, why is this being pitched? And I went to look for the book when I thought it was real. Um, and it's like this website. And I was like, you're not going to get me that easily, Scientology. Um, that's early. I don't want to do that. Ooh, hi, Julie. Um, You did switch from watching on iPad Safari and switch to the app, and it's okay now? Maybe you just hate Safari, I don't know. It is Google, maybe they're like, "Where." Yeah, Google has its own it's Chrome. Yeah, maybe Google's like, I don't know. I don't know. Keep doing what, baby? I'm trying to itch. There we go. Jessica! I didn't know I had to block that specific thing. Right? No one can compete with our call. Ellen, it hurt my feelings. Um, so okay, I'm trying very okay. Zeno wants us to join them. Like Zeno chooses you. Just like Pikachu. Um, I made a reference to Mark about surprise Pikachu face. I was like, surprise Pikachu face. And he's like, what is that? And I was like, how old are you? How old are you that you don't know that? You were talking to me through yesterday's video. You could have had my closet dresser whipped in shape in an hour. You're an idiot. You are the dumbest Iowa girl. You are the dumbest human that ever did dumb or human. It would take so much longer than an hour. You have you have no idea. It would take at least an hour and a half. Also, Cream shampoo, but not their conditioner. Where do you buy that? Oh, you know what I like? Oh, Michelle, thank you. Everybody, hold on to your phones. This is going to suck for you. Hey, Siri, remind me to buy Sharpies when I get to Target. Everybody enjoy buying those when you get to Target. Just max stress and anxiety. Folding things might make different in your life. I folded. What do you mean? I folded everything. Professional so you know what? Once my dad hired me a professional organizer when I moved into this house, and because the movers came in and unpacked half the boxes on the floor and then left half packed, and it was an absolute crisis. And he had deep anxiety when we FaceTimed. An hour if you throw it all away. I like my stuff. So they have it at CVS. We have a CVS here. Oh, it's on a weird side of town. Gross. Don't make me go over there. I'll go over there the next time I have to take the dogs to the vet. What shampoo do I use for the kiddos? We all use the same shampoo. I'm not buying special shampoo. Are you kidding me? Yeah, no. They get what they get and they don't throw a fit. Sometimes they have random shampoos in their bathrooms and I like don't know where they got them from. They must have like a plug. Siri called my dad last week because she heard it on a video. That's funny. Something charged my Apple for $13. What do you think? What the hell? I'm not buying anything on Apple. That's weird. What was that? Watch Bonnie from A Beautiful Mess for folding. I don't need folding tips. I'm the best at folding. I'm so good at folding. Did you see the job I did? Perfection, flawless, amazing, breathtaking, if you will, inspirational. Does that recycle today on the 24th, Mary? I wish it would tell me more. I wish it wouldn't just be like Apple charged you. I wish it would be like Apple charged you for YouTube Premium. That would make me feel better. But it's just like, charged you. What is it for? My kids have to ask to purchase anything from their iPads because I have heard way too many horror stories of kids like buying thousands of dollars of Roblox because they just had access. That's crazy. My college kid pays his roommates and labels are very inappropriate. He paid his girl roommate for meth. That's funny. So yeah. Yeah, PayPal's the same. PayPal's like $13. And you're like, for what though? Say, yes, Janet, the military movers upended and dumped boxes and left it. It was insanity. Same vibe. Same vibe where military movers, when they move you, they first of all wrap everything, everything to include your trash. If you have trash, they're like, fold it up and they move it for you. It's insane. Um, so it's a very much the same vibe. And then they come in and they unbox by just like dumping everything out. And you're just like to the point where we were like, okay, because also ours were supposed to be paid to take the boxes with them. Because a huge part of the annoyance of moving is like all of a sudden you have 4,000 moving boxes and you're just like, what am I gonna do with this crap? Like you listed on Facebook Marketplace, sure. But for the rest of it, um, and then so halfway through, we were like, we're done. Like, stop. You're doing a bad job. Tracy, welcome to Feral Dorcas. Um, you're gonna hate it. It's terrible. So yeah, they will come back and pick up the box. Not these idiots. These they were annoying. Annoying. They were supposed to come back and pick up the boxes, but we just stopped fighting them on it after a while. We're like, we stopped caring. Um, but yeah, it was incredible. Um, your husband only has one drawer, one bar. My husband has way too much stuff. He has like memory shirts. You know how like I have memory mugs? I all of my mugs are attached to memories and I love them so much. That's how his t-shirts are. I never get rid of his stuff because of that. Um, you always schedule them to come back and pick it up. People always moving on or off base. Yeah, I next move, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that. Hi, Alma. Um, Tracy tomorrow. What is this apple chart? Exactly. She's like, what? I don't want to pay for that. Um, the clutter bug, Cassie doesn't fold everything. You know what's funny is that there is what is it the how to keep house while they're drowning? Is it that one where she was like, no one gives a don't fold your clothes then. Just like don't. Like, is it a Minnesota thing, Mary? That would make sense. Um, but it's so funny because you're just like, okay, why would I have to? Like, if it saves time, I decluttered. Everybody wants me to declutter. Yay. Um, so that's great. But like, do I have to fold? No, I don't have to fold. It doesn't change anything. Also, by the way, that's what the inside of my drawers look like, anyways, after I'm done rooting through it like a feral savage animal, trying to find one specific thing that actually isn't there. It's probably in the laundry. And so, yeah, that's just what they look. It's fine. Folding is so optional. So things aren't wrinkled. Yeah. So I live in Georgia where my life is a steam cleaner. You just go out, psh, no wrinkles. Ooh, the army's fun. Be happy. Do the army. It's way better. Don't do Navy. What? Stupid. Um, as a kid, having wrapping paper in the dresser at the bottom. Like, do you mean it was like for like it was like a drawer liner? Or is that where you guys stored your wrapping paper, Jessica? You hang most things less folding. I don't have that much hang space. Hi, Alma. Oh, I already said hi to you because you're in Texas. Drawer liner. Well, wait, was it Christmas wrapping? I really feel like it's Christmas wrapping. Was it Christmas wrapping paper? Um, that would be fun. No, not fun. Kind of fun. So rude, Indy. You're rude. So, it was of Canadian moose. Meese. That's pretty funny, actually. There's a tradition of using the baby shower gift wrap as drawer liners. That's cute. Oh, maybe I'll suggest that to someone I know. Yeah, no, my sister. She's telling people, ow, mother. Maybe I'll suggest that to my sister. Your grandmother contact paper in her drawers. I could do, but I don't know. The top drawer, I know. I didn't feel like it, to be honest. I didn't feel like doing the drawers. I kind of did. I was really glad I did it. I still because I'm like still facing down Laundry Mountain. And I was like, okay, I can't keep washing laundry because there's nowhere to put the clean clothes away. There just isn't space. And so, because that's how full my drawers were with Laundry Mountain. I've done nothing to address the laundry. And so, like, that makes me feel more inspired because now I have somewhere for stuff to go. And then also, I can declutter as I go. You know what I mean? So, you're late, Rhonda. Late and dead to me. So then I can do that. Hey, Amy, Ame, I never say hello to you. Dead to me, Indy. Um, oh, yay, Renee. Have fun putting your laundry away. It's the worst part of laundry. To be honest, putting it away is a whole separate task of annoyance. Oh, I made my hair look terrible right there. I made a rat's nest. So, but I do feel like Mike could today, maybe today, clean my whole house. I don't know. You haven't had a chance to watch the purge video. You're hoping to watch it this evening. Fingers crossed. I line with tissue paper. Okay, but Michelle, how do you not rip it? Like, how do you not rip the tissue? It's so fragile to me. I would destroy it and then my clothes would be mixed in with paper shreds. It would look like a hamster cage in there if I did that. Thank you, Brett. I appreciate it. Like I do. I'm okay. Here's the thing about getting it out of the house. Had I not gotten it out of the house and into Goodwill, I would have dug through the pile and pulled out some of the shirts. Cause when I was watching it back to edit, because I edited after everything was out of my house, right? I was like, oh, but why couldn't I get this? Um, Jerry, actually, Mark and I discussed it. We're not really doing anything for our anniversary. We're not doing gifts for each other. We're kind of like, all right, because it's 16. That's a weird number. Like that's not a celebrating number. Um, Maybe we'll go out to dinner, but like restaurants taste like butt these days. So we're both kind of like, I don't know. Our anniversary is Friday, 16 years on Friday. Um, Maybe that'll be the good thing about having a clean house. So, because gift giving is not either of our love language, we're very meh about gifts. I think is probably my last love language is gift giving, and receiving. Because gift giving and receiving, is that two separate love languages or are they the same? Um, your hair looks great today. Face is also not bad. Thank you, Ellen. I had I did flat iron my hair a little bit because it was kind of wild and I wasn't gonna shower. Make a favorite meal and cuddle on the couch. Like, I feel like that's what it should be. Oh, I love that, Jerry. Happy anniversary, sweetheart. Wait, you did, and yours is you guys got married. I think did you leave that comment on my video? Because somebody was like, "Hey, mine's on that day too." And I think it was you, and I think you guys were married 8 years? Maybe I'm crazy. I love the idea. See, I do wanna, like, grill steaks and watch a movie together, cuddle. He has to give me compliments because, what does he like? He likes physical touch. His is physical touch, mine is words of affirmation, as we can all tell. Um, September 7th, 17 years didn't do anything. And often we are not even together for our anniversary. It's been very common that we are states apart. And we've had once we were very far apart, and then we had an entire phone conversation. And later that day, I called him back. I was like, dude, it's our anniversary. Smells like pumpkin spice lattes and sour cream onion chips. Oh, what a weird thing to say. You recently had your 42nd anniversary. You hadn't seen him in 16 years. That's insane, Sharon. Also, happy anniversary. Go for a hike to Anna Ruby Falls. Yeah, that's like 7 hours away from me. But I'll put it on the list of things to do if I'm in that general vicinity. There's like a kind of like a witchy haunted house somewhere. Amanda, did you get off the phone? Are you in here again? What'd Mary say? Beat you all, been divorced longer than most of you have been married. That's amazing. Um, you guys remind me, Mary, remind me to say something to Amanda when she gets back in chat. We all know I'm gonna forget. Um, Steak, let him pick the movie and Words in Touch. Ugh, what if he picks a stupid movie? I'll divorce him. I will divorce him. Um, yeah. So Ruby Falls is okay. You were let down after the hype. Well, now I'm getting mixed signals. I mean, yikes. It's near Cleveland. Hey, think I spent the night in Cleveland. No, I didn't. I'm full of crap. Not even close to where I'm thinking of Columbus. Close. Um, Honestly, I don't think I've spent very much time in that zone either. That's crazy. Ruby Falls and Anna Ruby Falls are completely different places. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the other one's in Chattanooga. Not going there. Expectation management. Not gonna lie, fully expected to see the piles where you put them next time you cleaned your bathroom. Amazing. Right? That's so usually me. That's usually me where I'm just like, "Oh, yeah, I took care of that." And it's just slightly off camera. What's happening with the RV? Same as always. Have to go to Tampa and talk to somebody in person. Um, it's just the how and the when right now. Um, and I think I might could take my kids up at the East Coast, and there are no BMO banks up the East Coast. That's fun. So, what was just great, sweetheart? Okay, wait, hold on. Your husband left me in 2008 for a very young woman. Gross, how young? Gross. Just go to St. Augustine. Ruby Falls was like those set on low. St. Augustine has waterfalls? I still have never been, and it's so close. Back in at least 15 seconds behind. Catch up, girl. Oh, okay. So Amanda, hey, pay attention to me. Okay, help me think of something. It's in Georgia, probably. I think it's kind of on your side of Atlanta. It's a witch's hut. So I think it's in a national park, right? But it's like a witchy hut. You have to hike to, and it's not like actually a witch's hut, but they call it a witchy hut. What is it? What is it called? Because I don't even know how to Google it now. Happy birthday, Anne. Blood Mountain. Blood Mountain, Georgia. Guess you haven't seen the Blair Witch. No, it's very different. Is there a witchy hut there? Oh, Amanda, that sucks, honey. You're like 10%. Why am I even bothering to Google then? Okay, hold on. How about this? Witch hut hike, Georgia. 12 best hikes in Georgia. Great. I have to learn about a stupid hike. Brasstown Bald? No. Ravencliff Falls? Not it. Gorge State Park. Cloudland? No. Okay, so because I feel like it would be a really good time of year to do it because it's like, first of all, making my kids hike. Love that for us. But oh, happy anniversary, Rhonda. Blood Mountain, 5 miles out and back. Difficulty rating, strenuous. No, thanks. That sounds stupid. But I really feel like I found this stupid witch hut when I was like, really cool places to see Georgia. And they're like, want to go see this hut? We say that it's a witch's hut, but it's not. Okay. Well, I guess we'll never know. We will never get to know. Devil's Courthouse is in Highlands, North Carolina. Okay. What does that look like? Rebecca, is it real big? Bog tree. Where's the bog tree? It's not top chat, it's live chat, Vero. I just wasn't paying attention to chat. Sorry. Um, did you mean which hike? Exactly that. It was like, um, 10-mile hike in your future. Gross, Morgan, but like also pretty cool. Do they have a black flame candle? Shut up. Everybody shut up. Okay, Holly. Thank you. Bog Witch of Peachtree Shitty. Okay, shitty city. Hold on. Okay, everybody shut up. When I can refocus back, Holly, say, "Oh, wait, you made me shut up." And then I'll remember that I wanted to tell you this, but I have to Google Bog Witch of Peachtree City. Bog Witch of Peachtree City. Spelt city wrong, but that's okay. Has a J in it. I don't think that's it. There's sixth annual Witches of Peachtree City. That's amazing. Hilarious. Have I gotten too big for the hype button now? No, I had my own video. I had my own video yesterday. Okay, so you guys, you know how probably the twins are like this. Holly, this is what it is. Um Super resistant to watching new movies and I can't really get them to, and it's really hard to um like introduce new things, even if it would be fun and stuff like that, right? Sonia agreed to watch, and now my brain's stuck. The movie with the black candle, The Three Witches. Come on. Oh no. Help me, Sarah Jessica Parker. Help. Hocus Pocus, thank you. I was losing my mind. And Sonia said that she thinks Sarah is autistic in the movie. And so she's like, yeah, I'll watch it because I want to see her. Like, you hate that movie? That's me. You're an idiot. Um, and so I'm really excited we're gonna watch it together this year. I'm so excited. I love that movie. I think it's cute. It makes me want to live in Massachusetts. Also, we might could go to Salem. I'm not going through the terrifying absolute nightmare that is the Witch History Museum. Nope, too scary. It's really, really scary, and I don't want to be a part of it. Um, Rebecca knows that. Um, I don't know. I'm so excited. You love Hocus Pocus 1. 2 was horrible. Right? Like, stop ruining my life. Stop trying to redo all of our childhood movies and just like let it go. Let it go. Let Oh my god, I almost said we haven't redone Wizard of Oz, but like we did revamp with Hocus Pocus. I wonder, does Hocus Pocus even stand up though? Does it stand up? Best of luck, Kayla. Okay. Yay, have fun, Kayla. You want to see the Biltmore Estates at Christmas. Is that in New Hampshire, Vermont? New Hampshire, Vermont? Biltmore? Beetlejuice is my jam. That was so funny. Call me crazy, but you sort of like the second one. I've never seen it. Um, Wicked was the worst ever. I've never seen it. It's in Asheville. Oh my god. Samsonite was way off. It's pretty good. Very dark for a child's film. Which one? Beetlejuice or Wicked? Apparently, Wicked is not one that you guys should read, like children should read. Do you guys remember? Okay, call you crazy, crazy. Is it the movie Witches you liked? No, Hocus Pocus. You liked Wicked and you hate Ariana Grande. She's getting weird. A little bit weird. Um, your husband will pick it for you. Anniversary movie bad. Morgan, did you have a stroke? Say that but makes sense. Nightmare Before Christmas. Nightmare Before Chrome Girl. What is that? Also, I feel like my kids would love Nightmare Before Christmas, and they. Okay, thank you, Rebecca. I was like, what is that? Practical Magic is good. You refuse to watch like it. My girls, I feel like they would love Jack Skeleton and like Daisy Skeleton, whatever her name is, girl Jack Skeleton, Jacqueline Skeleton. I feel like they would really be into that. No. Okay, your husband will pick it for you bad movie on your anniversary. Not getting better, Morgan. Uh, Nightmare Before Christmas when we had to use Ask Jeeves. It's Jack and Sally. Is it Sally? How about Coraline? They love Coraline. Will refuse to talk about it publicly. That's their private thing that they watch. It is their favorite movie. They will not discuss it or watch it around me. It's a very private thing. It's like, well, I don't want that. My phone keeps texting. Is Morgan drunk? I feel like she is. You stand by having a stroke. Like, I feel like she's like, "Here, I fixed it." And I was like, "No, you just rearranged different words that don't make sense. You're doing terrible." Um, Oogie Boogie, never heard of it once in my life. And is Morgan drunk? Probably. Um, for sure she is. We pre-gamed. She and I got together before the live stream and did like 40 shots. It's fine. We do fun anniversary like pinball art game arcade place. Oh, we have one of those. Okay, so I don't know how or why or when. No, I know when. It was last week. Um, I got pulled into like on my shorts. I was watching some YouTube shorts and it started being people gambling and winning jackpots, like slot machines. And this one guy won like $200,000 on a slot machine and I was like, "Oh, that's really incredible," because I love slot machines. I would risk it and spend it all on slots. I have a problem, right? A problem. And a good way of me managing that is like I play a game on my phone that is not gambling money, right? Um and so then I was like, "Oh, I'm going to watch his live stream." First, he has 1,000,000 subs. Okay, great. So that's revenue coming in, right? 8,000 people watched his 3-hour live stream. I was one of them. I was like, "What am I even doing with my life? How did I watch this for 3 hours?" I did though. Um, so okay, I don't even know what kind of money that would make. And he was getting super chats. Okay. But like high guess, at most he made $10,000 on that stream. Like that's a crazy guess. Crazy wild. Oh my god, guess, right? That's my highest that I think he could. And he gambled $250,000. It was insane to me. He was putting in $2,500 and just like every 2 seconds doing it. And then he had like a whole bunch of other people with him. He had like a full entourage. And so like when he would hit a jackpot and have to, it was Mr. Hanapay. It was Joanna. It was real bad. I love Drop Dead Fred. Oh my god, he was so good. So it was Mr. Handpay, and then you get hand paid if it's over a certain amount, and he was in the high roller zone for the most part, and, so he would do it in $250,000 $2,500 increments. So what I think he did, I think he got the vouchers printed out before. I think he had to communicate with a casino, and, he had an app on his phone. It was a casino app and he was sponsored by them, and so he would, Also, only play the specific slots that were actually in that game, so there was that part of it, but, like, he was just, like, losing after losing, and then he'd win big, and one of his buddies would sit in the chair, um, and then until the payout happened, and then they would reset it, and then he would win over there, and he would, like, go back and forth, and they had plans, and he had somebody with him counting how many spins he had. So, like, they thought about the number and then calculated what, like, the max bets were, like, at this one, it's 350, here it's $500 a spin, and so, like, they calculated a game plan, like, 30 on this slot, 100 on this slot, and she would be like, "Okay, that's spin 27, 28, 29, 30. Get up and go," and it was crazy. Watch it, like, this whole situation that they had panned out, and he knew the Kayla's not in here. She went, "Hey, Kayla, aren't you a casino commissioner? Are you a commissioner?" So he knew the commissioners peoples, who had to come do things. And so he's like, "And here's Steve." And so like I was like, "God, you were there all the time." And it was so bonkers to see, and then he spent $250,000. He came out, $60,000 ahead, but because apparently this weekend or next weekend, he's gonna do it with $1,000,000. What is happening? CrimeCon is in Vegas next year? Okay, wait. Did we go to CrimeCon and meet Emily D. Baker? Do we? But Adair, I think he gets paid for advertising and everything like that. I did think that maybe he was gambling with the casino's money, and he might could get maybe enough from YouTube. I don't know. Oh, yeah, no, Kayla, it's terrible. I would go broke so fast. I would go broke so fast. And then I'd be like, I could win it back. If I had, and then I would probably borrow money from my credit card, which is like, I would probably think, maybe I wouldn't get a payday loan, but I could see myself getting payday loan. A lot of people who, Caesar's Palace, in the US, they can't gamble with casino money like that. Thank you for telling me that. Because in a different thing, he's like, "It's my own money." So I was like, "Okay." Um, so it had to be probably that app is a big sponsor of him, and then, like, the super chats and stuff like that, but it's like the panic I have for him and everybody because okay, so no, he's doing a really good job. His name is Mr. Handpay. This explains why you have a predatory RV loan. No, I would pawn the RV I would maintain my predatory RV loan, pawn the RV, and go win it back. You know what I mean? It's so bad. I would gamble away everything, but him doing it, I'm like, maybe he wins. Um, you always go home with money. See, I feel like I'd have that attitude and then I would suddenly lose it all. Um, I would be terrible. So if I go to Vegas, Mark and I used to go to Vegas more often. Um, and he would hold on to all of our cards and give me like a budget. He'd give me cash and we had crazy rules like I'm not allowed to gamble if the sun's up. Um which like drove me crazy. He would have all the access to the card. Like I would get myself into catastrophic like I would just get rid of everything. It would be terrible. You let 1,200, you didn't enter the casino again. I mean, I love that idea. I would go back in to see if I could get more. It's so bad. At senior bras for saggy boobs. Yeah, I need to be on that. Um, you're pre-addicted to gambling. If I start, I'll never stop. It's so addictive to me. I love, and everybody's like, it's rigged. I'm like, I know. but that doesn't help my brain. My brain thinks it's so delicious. All I wanna do I love slots, I love roulette, I love poker. I don't understand blackjack or any of the other I don't understand craps. I don't understand any of the other table games. You're too cheap to gamble. I love that, Lori. That's such a good plan, though. Um, Lori, ask the person we know if Biolage is a good shampoo because it smells good to me, but it's expensive. I know it's a two-bedroom apartment, but mommy had a bingo night reputation to maintain, right? Right? It's just I love gambling. It's such a weird addiction, you know? It is a waste of money, but, like, same thing for people who are hooked on vapes where you're literally killing yourself, but it's an addiction. Um, okay, everybody else says it's a good shampoo. I don't know, it's really expensive. I looked at it, like, Pantene, terrible shampoo, I get it, right? I just threw that in, is about 30 cents per fluid ounce, and Biolage is like a dollar 30. Use Biolage before chemo. Why would you need it before chemo? Oh, because you don't have hair, Iowa? I thought, like, it was doctor recommended, like, "Okay, now before you start your chemo, you have to use Biolage for reasons." Like, what with the like, as part of your chemo prep, they're like, "And now you have to transition to this extremely expensive shampoo for a little bit because of reasons." Um, Gambling, drinking, smoking, eating out, all a waste of money. It is. Most expensive hair loss ever. Yep, probably. You Oh, drop the quarter game? I love drop the quarter game. And the thing is like, I think it's magnetized and it will never drop. Anyone answer my Aveda question? Nobody does. Hey, Lori, is Aveda go ask her if Aveda is a good shampoo. This is my Suave hair, but I haven't washed my hair today. So it was a tiny bit greasy when I woke up, or it had the potential to be greasy mid live stream. So there's a little bit of dry shampoo, and then I flat ironed my hair, which I never do for you guys. Um, Thank you, babe. Renee does not like Avita. Yeah, it might could. And so I think Suave is one of like the cheapest brands where I was like, oh, that's a really cheap brand. I didn't care for that. Um, but like, what is dry shampoo? Oh, perfect timing, Michelle. Hold on, I'll be right back. I will get it for you, and I'm not going to do anything off camera nose wise. I didn't mute it. Hold on. I'm in a really weird spot. So this is dry shampoo. I use it. Okay, I did. I use it. It's like when you put baby powder in your hair or whatever. It's like a powdery substance that goes in, but this one's dyed dark because if I do it like this with normal one, my hair stays white forever and then I look crazy. Um, you spelled both of their names wrong, Rave. Terrible at this. Did she come in? Um, she's in her pajamas. Was it bad? So, sleep with a silk pillowcase. I'd rather die, Cactus Karen. Ugh, it makes me feel terrible. She came and sat in my chair. It was cute. Okay. I can't remember what she's wearing, and so oftentimes we're a pantsless society, and I just wanna make sure that it was okay. Thank you. Okay, you guys, I just wanted to make sure because not you guys, but, like, you know what I mean, guys? Um, I'm glad I'm gonna go back and look. Uh, I'm in an activity I have to pay attention to, can't wait to rewatch. Oh, vintage. Sorry about the misspell. No, I will never forgive you, Ray, if you're dead to me. So, right, it's hard. It's tricky because like sometimes I'm like, "Wow." She really wants to. Amanda, she really wants to. Somebody sent $10 for one of the pictures. I have to go back and see because I never connected back. So, okay, thank you, Lori, you guys. Thanks, you guys. I'm glad you guys understand how because I'd be happy to let them chat a little bit, but I want to be aware that it's happening and what they're wearing first. Oh, I'm sweating. Oh, hot flash. So you can put cocoa powder and cornstarch to make a homemade dry shampoo option for brown hair. That's really interesting. I have some cocoa powder too. Mary, was it you? I don't think it was Mary. Um, she also had her braces removed, so she's pretty happy about it. The other Mary. Okay, the other Mary did. Other Mary, where are you? She's dead to us. Plus, if you sweat, chocolate drips to enjoy. It was amazing. Thank you, Tammy. It is. Mhm. You sat in my chair and said hi to my chat. See me, Jean. You're so stinky. You know what they all wrote? They're like, that's a stinky girl. We can tell. Look at that silly stinky butt. Hmm. You didn't fully say hi to them yet? Well, you're not wearing pants, but if you put some pants on, you can come and literally say hi. Not right now. We're not. Don't lie to her. Lie to her all the time. Sammy, uh, you need to pack your stuff. I'm tired of having twins. Yes, pack your crap. Oh, also, I want to show you something. Stay right there. Yeah, pack your stuff. I am tired of having twins. I picked my favorites, and it's Sonia. Look at your cat cuddled me this morning. You better put him in the bag too. So yeah, no, she doesn't care. She just sat down and smiled. She's so cute. Her cat came and cuddled me this morning because I was literally his last resort. He was like, I guess it's you. And he deeply does not love me. So I tried to get rid of Sonia earlier because I'm tired of having twins, and Sonia also refused to leave. So that was fun. They're rude. They said that they're unionized and I can't fire them. No, it was hot sauce. Hot sauce is Sammy's. The shame of being the spare human. It's so bad. He runs from me. If I walk by him, he's like, "Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit." And he like sprints away from me. He absolutely hates me. Like he doesn't scratch, he doesn't hiss, he doesn't do anything like that. He just is terrified of me. And I'm like, "Okay." And then on very rare occasions, and it's because I've been feeding him a little bit more often, he came up, I'll show you. Last resort, he's like, "Somebody cuddle me, please." And he was purring and having the best time, and but he won't hold on to that memory. The next time I approach him, he'll be like, "Oh my god, oh my god." And then he runs away. It is because 'cause I'm a butthole. They are so beautiful, Alan. I love them so much. They're such good kids. I'm so lucky. He didn't seem happy, just tolerant. No, he was purring and, like, wanted me to pet him because I was his only option. Um, you know you're so close with your kids when you can say, "I don't love you, get out of my house," and they just laugh, right? They, we're a very close family, and I love them so much. They're hilarious. They're so sarcastic themselves, and really good with epic burns. Sonia has got some good ones. Sammy too. They're both like they've got it. They've got that dry wit that cuts to the bone, and I'm very proud of that. So your kids are totally marked. Sammy's 100% me. Okay, so we did this thing um where I was individually I asked them and I cuddled them and I was like, "Why do I love you?" And it was really interesting, especially so Calvin, it's very clear that his love language is acts of service. It's extremely clear because when I said, "Why do I love you?" he listed things that he does for me. So he was like, "I do chores, I take out the trash." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And so when they would tell me something, I'd be like, "Oh, you know what? You are really good with that. You never hesitate when I ask you to do your chores. You never complain. You do it all the way through. I'm very proud of that. Why else do I love you?" And so he would be like, "Okay, well, what was some of the other things where it was constantly things he did for me. So I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's good." Um and I try to get him to like, what is it about you that you think? What is something that inside you that I love about you? And he really struggled with that. So I read somewhere this is how you can figure out kids' love language without them like taking a test. And so now I know for him to feel really loved, I should do acts of service for him. Whereas mine's usually words of affirmation. So I'm like, you're amazing. All that. So, acts of service for him. I'm going to do things for him and he will feel more loved. Um, Sammy, on the other hand, was like, "Oh, why do you love me? I'm the best. I'm amazing. I'm the greatest human that ever came here. I'm beautiful. I'm smart. I'm brave. I'm witty." Like, I was like, "Yeah, you're my kid." Annabelle would say, "Because I bought her at Hobby Lobby." That's so funny. And you got her from Goodwill. Um, you have Tatum, Cleo, and Brooke, all cats. That's cute. And so, uh, that was really interesting. And so it was a fun game we played. And then I tried to play it with Mark, and he was like, "What are we doing?" And I was like, "Cuddle me." Close, Rafe, but wrong and dead to me. So my kids know they're cute, which is why I put up with them. Thanks, Schroeder Magic. So when she always has contractual obligation rates. I also like threaten to burn down the house, break everybody's legs, throw them in the garbage and stuff like that. And Calvin's like, "Really?" I'm like, "No, the government knows I have you. Like I have to maintain you." The government knows. Stupid thing. Why is Kasha barking? Oh, Kasha wants a treat because you let her go potty. She's pissed that she's not getting it. Literally, you need pants on all the time. Yes, because we need the childcare credit. I guess nobody's gonna give them treats after going potty, and so we are going to nope, they're back outside. Leroy, he's obsessed with the idea of catching lizards. No, Ellen, you spelt it wrong. What did Sonia say? She was like, really quiet about it, but she did list personal things about her. And so, she listed off good traits that she had, where she's like, "Oh, okay." And so, I think she is words of affirmation, but she's also like words of reassurance. Affirmation, I feel like is different than reassurance in a way. Does that make sense? Right. I think they're outside now, but when they come back in, good job, Mary. When they come back in, we have freeze dried beef liver and sweet potato treats, but they're really big blocks. And then we have freeze dried salmon, which stinks to high heaven. The salmon is so high priority treats. They will, Kesha will bite. Mark, when he brings them back in, she barks, she runs around and she bites his ankles and legs and attacks him and then sits really pretty for her treats. She's like, okay, I'm ready. But she bullies Mark so much until like she knows for a fact he's going to go over to the treat thing and get her one. Um, yeah, the anxiety reduction reassurance. She needs a lot of reassurance. So raw praise, especially out of context, is affirmation. Yeah, so she's a little bit of both. Um, Ellen, welcome to the Dead to Bath zone. Yeah, it's wildly crowded over there. It's got almost everyone we know is in that zone. Um, Michelle, your friends went through a phase where he would only wear his boots. He was 2. Um, Sonia, around that age, wore a knit winter cap year round. When she went in for her heart procedure, she went in with that knit winter cap. And after she came out of surgery, knit winter cap. She wore it for so long. Um, we should increase the child tax credit to incentivize people having kids. Yeah. Also, then I would have more kids. Ew. Last night I had a dream that Mark, okay, I love babies. I think babies are the greatest. I think they're so cute. Mark had an affair and had a baby. Didn't think I was going to divorce him and like try to win me over with cute baby pics. And I was like, I don't care. I don't want to see those pictures. And he's like, I mean, look, it's a cute baby. It's like, no, I hate you. Um, You would have another chance to be like, "Annabelle wants me to. Try again, Adair, but without a stroke." We should have a dog credit. Mark should be more grateful for how many dogs we don't have. Um, when does that start? Wiley is 1 in 4 days, and he only cares about his snackies currently. When does which start? Um, or have better social services to make it easier to have and raise children? I don't think so. I think we should everybody have 38 kids and we put them to work in the mines. Cause like, oh, the wearing something obsessively, I think it starts around 2. Like they'll get really attached to it. And it's very funny. Your love language is acts of service. Don't buy me flowers, but please wash and clean out my car. Right? I like acts of service. Um, what are the worst ones? Not the worst ones. I'm so sorry. What are the other ones? I like how it's like, if it's not the one I like, it's stupid. Okay, 5 love languages. Okay, I would have another kid, which would make Annabelle happy because she's asking me to. Thank you, Adara. That's way better. Can you have all the love languages? I like wonder if there is a word for that, right? Um, okay, summary. Quality time. I both love and don't care about quality time in that you could ghost me for 6 months, right? Like, we could just, like, not text, not talk, not hang out, not see each other, and then we can hang out together, and I'm thrilled. Like, I love spending time with you, but if I don't fit into your life for 6 months, that's fine. Like, that's fine. It's not like, it drives me crazy because who cares? Like, yeah, you have your own whole Mary, that was so funny. Mary said her love language is Venmo. Um, so like it bothers me when people are like obsessed with the idea that if you don't reach out or spend time, like it makes them mad. And I'm like, oh, but sometimes I forget you exist. And I'm sorry, it has nothing to do with you. I just literally thought about everything else because I am also living my own life. So that's a hard one for me. Your love language is buy me a house. Gifts. And that's our lowest one. I just don't care about gifts. I don't care about gifts. Like, I think it's so sweet, but, like, I don't okay, so, like, I just don't feel like Mark needs to get me anything for our anniversary. I'm like, "Oh, no, that doesn't feel like a requirement." He doesn't have to get me something for Valentine's Day. That's not a requirement either, right? Um, I like random gifts. I think those are really cute and fun, but I don't like obligatory gifts. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's the obligatoriness of it where you're like, I got you something because I am socially required to on this specific day. I think that's dumb. Um, Gifts are usually things to declutter later. Also, Mark and I are terrible gift givers to each other. Almost everything I bought him never came out of the box, and significant amounts of things that he bought me are still in the box, or like he buys cute pictures and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, I don't really want that. So we're terrible with it. I'm size 16 days in a glass bottom hut in the Maldives. I would get no, I don't want to talk about the guy who proposed to his girlfriend in that hut and drowned. You like flowers, but from the grocery store. I love flowers, but I do get them from the grocery store. I couldn't tell you where a florist was. I don't think Mark could tell you where the florist was either. Um, Quality time is high for me, but if a friend doesn't spend time with me, I don't even think about it. Yes, so the object permanence of it all. Yeah, he did. So he swam down and pulled out a sign in like a Ziploc bag that was like, Will you marry me?" And she got all excited, and he spent too long at that level and didn't get to the surface in time. Do plants or the fake flowers when I die? I hate, for the most part, I hate fake flowers. They make me sad, especially on graves. 'Cause then they get all sun bleached and weird, and like, sometimes there are, like, especially red, white, and blue flowers on graves. I'm like, "That looks weird, and I don't like it." I'd rather have real flowers that rot because graveyards are outside. There's nothing wrong with flowers rotting outside. Um, this is why I'm getting composted and just, like, thrown into a national forest. I want nobody to do anything for me at any point after I'm dead. Um, Words of affirmation, yeah. Um, you are awesome, Rachel. Not as awesome as me, but, like, you're on a tier that's definitely lower than mine, but you are on an awesome tier. See, I don't wanna be cremated. Um, oh, Australia, did they start their first body farm, Sharon, or are you just hoping it's up and running? Um So, yeah, body farm, I don't like that idea because I don't want people doing stuff to, not like doing stuff, you know what I mean? Okay, to be super clear, I don't want anybody doing stuff to my body. I don't want that. I'm not asking for that. Like, no, there's just no thank you. Gross. No consent. But also, I don't want people doing stuff to my body. Like, I don't want them grabbing me and putting me somewhere. I don't want them coming by and taking notes. I don't want to be manipulate like manhandled, manipulate. I don't want to be moved, right? You have an irrational fear of being cremated. I don't think that's irrational. Um, oh, I love that idea too, Rave. Um, your family rarely does anything or gets together for the holidays and such. So in my marriage, I simply like cooking a meal and talking and sitting. I mean, that's really cute. Um, why are we Ashley ewing? You want to be scattered at the beach, but don't cremate me, Ashley. That's hilarious. Um, like, I just kind of want to be left in a mostly shallow grave in the forest. Could we do that, please? That'd be amazing. Thanks. Um, and so I was talking to a friend and we were talking about hold on, I got to get somebody to bring the dogs back in because Kesha's losing her mind. Someone bring the dogs in. Bring the dogs in. I bet Leroy didn't catch any lizards. Um, So, yep, a couple years ago, the paperwork's done, no kid, partner, or religion. So, it's a great way to help cadaver dogs, police, and emergency services, right? That's such a huge thing. Um, you thought sharks weren't fond of human meats. I just feel like that's something we tell people so we feel better about being in the ocean. Because, okay, hold on. I'm gonna ask AI because it can search everything all the time. Do sharks have taste buds? Well, AI typoed and says, yes, sharks have taste buds, but they're not quite like the ones humans have. It's primarily in their mouth and throat. Giggity. Uh, so concentrating on the tongue and pharynx, pharynx. It's not larynx. You guys, it's not larynx. What's a pharynx? Um, Adair must be a Viking. Oh, she want to be burned? I feel like that's how my dad would want to go, to be honest. Um, I really do. Those are 2 different parts? Well, the pharynx is the throat? Now I feel like stupid head. Am I a stupid head? The larynx is the voice box. I'm really embarrassed right now. Um, okay, so sharks use them to detect chemical cues in the water like blood or amino acids, as you do, which help them identify food. Their sense of taste works closely with their acute sense of smell. That's for fucking everyone, right? Sorry for the F word. I got excited. Um, Often guiding them from prey for miles away. Okay. Some species, like nurse sharks, have barbels, whisker like structures near the mouth that house additional taste buds to sense food in murky waters or on the ocean floor. Oh, weird. So that while their taste buds aren't as refined as for flavor as ours, they're finely tuned for survival. Okay. So, yeah, I don't think they care about how we taste. I think we just tell people that so people will still go to Hawaii and swim, right? Also, like, okay, fine. They're like, well, they only bit the arm off and then swam off. Okay, yeah, because an arm is a decent meal. If you're used to eating fish, right? An arm is a pretty good amount of food, especially if you're in the ocean with like other sharks that are going to come fight you for the food. Get what you get and you don't throw a fit. Get a chunk of thigh and get out of there before the other sharks come and attack you, right? Sharks like seafood, not beef. We're not beef, Rebecca. Also, they like I don't think I will die on this hill. This is the hill we die on. Sharks don't give a shit. We just made that up. That's propaganda. That is Hawaiian and Australian, and it is a tourist industry propaganda to get us to go surfing. Um, okay, feed the tigers at the zoo with my body. Okay, and then also by the way, they say that gators don't particularly like the flavor of human meats. And I just realized what my reference point is for that, and it's the TV show Nip Tuck. So let's all take this with a huge grain of salt. Gators love how we taste. They don't care either. Come surfing in Ireland, no sharks, great waves, cold water. Gators are a great way to get rid of bodies, said with quite the confidence. I'm so hungry right now. Like, I know we're talking about eating human flesh. I feel like it's in general, it's unrelated. I am really hungry right now. I got hungry. Okay. We're more like dolphins, like flavor wise, Babs. Also, dolphins will kill sharks. They do not care. Dolphins and great and orcas. Orcas. Oh my God, you guys. Toss the zombies to the sharks, right? Maybe eat some beef jerky.